I'm standing here with one of the most amazing examples of a sedge in the United States. This is a very large type. This is a Shonoplectus, also called a bulrush or tule, sometimes just referred to as rushes. We see reeds just like this, and they're often referred to as a reed, right? In ponds across the United States and really across the world. And like any sedge that grows this large and is this useful, anywhere in the world they grew, along the Nile, the Euphrates, people made boats and homes and sandals like this and all kinds of wonderful things out of them. So when they're dry like this, you see the flowering stalk that comes off. Check this out. We can crush this up, and I'll just do a basic winnowing where I let the outside of the seed blow away. See the papery covering? And we have these lovely black seeds here. You see that? Okay, now these are actually edible. Num, 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 num. Nice little trail snack. So what I'm gonna do is use this as an awesome example of the potential of a sedge. I'm gonna go ahead, show you how to make sandals out of it. Just showed you how to make food. And I'm also gonna show you how to make a float out of this. I'm not gonna harvest enough here to make a whole canoe. I don't wanna go clearing stuff out, but I am gonna get enough of this to make a bit of an emergency float and take it out on the ocean. Often when I train military teams and we're working along rivers and I'm doing the swift water crossing and self-rescue portion, we'll cut these sedges like this, and I'll show them how to make them into emergency floats to cross rivers. And I'm gonna do the same thing with you, but in the Pacific Ocean. I think one of the coolest things you could do with these reeds is sandals. Make a pair of footwear. So you make this a lot like rope sandals, not that I expect you to know how to do that. So for my foot, I'm a size 10. I'm gonna start about that long there. And now I keep wrapping here. Now, as you go, to keep it all together, every few wraps, we'll go ahead, tie a little knot. I'm just going to do a square knot here, right over left. Like your shoelaces there, and then left over right. There we go. As I keep adding new pieces, do this as well. Okay, take a break. So sometimes one large reed will be enough for a sandal. This is about the size of a child's sandal here, but more often than not, you're gonna have to add some more in. So again, as we do this, we wanna incorporate our needle. And with this here, I may even go through a few just to really keep it in there, and then go all the way around here. And we'll just keep reinforcing it with these stitches. As we go. Probably should have wove those in. Now I'm just gonna get a little spot for my foot straps here. We'll put a couple of these in, and then once you like where they're at, you can just put a few stitches through there to make sure that these don't come out. Now I'll just adjust this size here a bit. Now the final step to really get the foot shape is we really got to squeeze tight in the middle there. And I am gonna just really wrap this down. Cut. Okay, I never said I was a good cobbler, but here's a basic sandal. These actually do hold up really well. Believe it or not, this stuff is pretty tough, and it's really comfortable. And you could do this same thing with coiling rope and just about any type of good reed like this. Okay. Now here's the trick. Whenever you see a reed, a sedge, a thick marsh grass growing any place pondy like this is how you could tell if it floats. Now whenever I cut open a sedge or something related, I always find this foam here. And when you see this kind of substrate, you know this can be fashioned into a boat. Papyrus, bulrushes, all kinds of sedges and grasses can be made into boats. So here's a cattail leaf, latifolia. You see that? It has the same foam. It's a little wider, but it has that same foam, and that lets us know we can even make boats out of cattails. So whenever you see this type of foam, closely packed or less densely so, we know we can make floats out of this anywhere in the world. So I'm building a fine, seaworthy craft here. It's pretty survivally with the shamrock. Okay. Granny knot. for another video, but it also makes some of the most comfortable sleeping mats you've ever laid on in your life. Works like memory foam. But for this video, sandals, floats, and food will have to be enough.